Hello and welcome to Forex.Academy, the #1 website for Forex and crypto education and analysis. In today's edition, we're going to be discussing utility versus security tokens. Anyone that's new to cryptocurrencies must have been confused by the terminology at one point or another. Terms like cryptocurrency, tokens, securities, utility tokens, etc. must get extremely overwhelming in the beginning. This guide will try to explain and simplify terms like utility token and security token in order for people to better understand them. What are tokens? Tokens are considered a representation of an asset or utility that resides on top of another blockchain. They can represent basically any asset that is fungible and tradable. Tokens do not have their own blockchains, but they rather use a platform's blockchain utility token as tokenized security concepts that are funding underfunded projects with good ideas all around the world. A token is not limited to one particular role, as it can fulfill many roles in a native ecosystem. A token represents a security or utility that an entity has. These securities and utilities are usually offered to their investors in exchange for funds during a public sale called an ICO, otherwise known as an initial coin offering, in this case of utility tokens, or an STO, which is a security token offering in the case of security tokens. The Howey test. Before we talk more about utility and security tokens, we have to know how they are divided into these categories. In order for a financial instrument, in this case a token, to be regarded as a security and fall under the purview of the SEC, the instrument must meet these four criteria. It must be an investment of money with an expectation of profit in a common enterprise, with the profit to be generated by a third party. All these three elements must be met for a token to be classified as a security, otherwise the token is a utility. The Howey test and securities in general have become a source of intense debate in the crypto community. The criteria for the Howey test can be interpreted quite differently from one person to another. This brought additional instability to the ICO market, which resulted in a lot of money being pulled out of the market itself. Utility tokens. Most ICOs are considered an investment opportunity, which means that most tokens qualify as securities. However, if the token does not qualify according to the Howey test, then it is classified as a utility token. These tokens aim to provide users with a product or service. Their value is derived by the utility they provide and, of course, supply and demand. As there is a maximum number of coins and no minting is allowed in most cases, the value of the tokens may go up as the demand rises. How utility tokens work. Utility tokens can offer a wide variety of things, with the most important features being giving holders a right to use the network and giving holders a right to take advantage of the network by voting. Utility tokens are the most popular form of tokens out there, mainly because of the 2017 ICO boom. Companies raised millions of dollars in funding by offering utility tokens. However, many of these crowdfunding campaigns were just there to part people from their money. Once the cryptocurrency market started entering the bear market, the ICO market settled down a bit. The most popular example of utility token is the ERC20 Ethereum standard. Most tokens were made on the Ethereum platform. Examples of utility tokens are Filecoin, Seacoin, and Civic. A crypto token that passes the Howey test can be considered a security token. These tokens derive their value from an external tradable asset. As these tokens are deemed as securities, they are subject to federal regulations. A token is considered a security when there is an expectation of profit from the effort of others. If the crowdfunding doesn't follow certain regulations, it could be subject to penalties. However, if all the regulations are met, these tokens have the potential to have some amazing use cases. At its core, security token is an investment contract. It represents legal ownership of a physical or digital asset such as real estate, ETFs, or any other asset. This ownership has to be verified within the blockchain in order to be valid. After the ownership is verified, security token holders can trade their own tokens for assets, use them as collateral for a loan, or store them and hold them in different wallets. What regulations are security tokens subject to? Security tokens are subject to federal security regulations, which means they have to be compliant from the first day itself. This means that security tokens need to follow certain regulations within the USA. These regulations are listed here. Examples of security tokens are SEA funds. SEA has two tokens, Seacoin, which is a utility token, and SEA funds, which is a security token. BCAP, which is blockchain capital, and Science blockchain. In conclusion, both utility and security tokens have a role to play in the token infrastructure. They offer and represent different things, which means that they are not in direct competition to one another. As time passes, regulators will clarify and classify tokens better, which will make the token market a much safer and straightforward market. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if there's anything you'd like us to cover in future, or if you would like to discuss the topics we have covered. Have a great day.